Money is important. It determines how well we eat, how well we sleep, and where we sleep. What city we can afford to live in, how early we retire, and what experiences we can afford to enjoy. If you have the right mindset about money, it isn't too hard to make, keep, and grow. Following are the 11 rules I live by. 1. Wealth can't be created through hourly work. Without ownership in a company, and ownership could mean buying shares in a stock company, your inputs are closely tied to your outputs. Even a doctor or lawyer with a high salary has to be working to make money. Unless the doctor or lawyer opens up a private business, builds a brand, sells a product, or, as my dad did, bought the building where his firm was housed. That is equity. Owning equity in a company means you own the upside. If you don't own equity in a business, your odds of making wealth are slim. Real wealth is created by owning your own business or investing. It doesn't come through hourly wages. 2. Pay yourself first. Regular savings contributions that are automatically taken out of your checking account and put into a savings or retirement account can go a long way toward building a long-term nest egg. Some financial professionals even go so far as to call pay yourself first the golden rule of personal finance. 3. Don't charge your lifestyle. When you have too much debt that you feel you can't get out from under, it colors how you feel about your finances. It is the feeling about your finances that keeps you where you are, stuck and not attracting more money. If you are walking around the universe feeling overwhelmed, depressed and hopeless about how you'll pay down your debt, you will not attract abundance. The single best thing you can do for your financial health is to get out of debt. Once you do, a huge mental and emotional weight lifts. Basics on how to get out of debt. I'm specifically talking about credit card debt, not debt you carry for a mortgage, although if you don't have any credit card debt, have a saving account and a fully funded retirement account, pay down your mortgage faster than the bank requires. True financial freedom is not owing anyone anything. 1. Cut up your credit cards. 2. Do not use credit. Use only cash. If this means you have to make more money with a side hustle or cut your expenses way down, or both, do it. 3. Set up a debt repayment plan that is automatically deducted from your checking account. Set up a specific amount that comes out as soon as you get paid for as much as you can afford to reduce credit card debt each month. 4. 2 ways. Pay off small credit card balances first. Paying off small credit card balances first is a psychological boon to some. It makes them feel better to pay off little amounts in full, they see immediate improvement. The second way, and most financial advisors recommend, is to pay down the highest interest card first. And then the next and so on. The second tactic will cost you the least amount of money. The important thing is when you are paying off credit cards is not to use them. Pretend they aren't an option. That is why it's good to cut them up. When I was in debt, I had one card memorized. I closed that account. 4. Live below your means. I'm not buying anything for a year. No clothes, shoes, or stuff I don't need. I went through my garage and closets this past weekend and got rid of 2 carloads of stuff that I took straight to Goodwill. It was a huge burden lifted that I didn't know I was carrying until I walked into my garage. We buy so much stuff. We start to spend our time managing the stuff and not enjoying the present. We have to find a place for all the stuff, move the stuff when more stuff comes in, sell the stuff or throw it away when we no longer use it. It's exhausting. When I was cleaning out my closets, I realized I had bought the same dress from Anthropologie twice. And the tags were still on both dresses. I was annoyed with myself for being so careless that I bought the same dress twice and not having respect for my money. I then vowed not to buy anything for a year except food and skincare products I go through. I want life to be simple, and too much stuff makes me unhappy. It subtracts from my life, both financially and mentally. 5. Be a smart investor. Smart investing means not having credit card debt and investing for the long term. I invest and hold. I invest money each month. It's money I don't touch but will be there someday in the future when I need it. It allows me to get a great sleep every night. I'm a calm investor. I do my homework and buy low and hold for at least 3 to 5 years. If you don't want to invest in the market yourself, there are plenty of financial advisors who can help you set up a fund and choose investments for you. 6. Don't complain about money, be envious of others, or compare your life to others' successes. Don't compare where you are financially to where other people are. Don't compare or be envious of more successful people. It keeps you in a relative mindset. Nothing good can come from this. How is walking around envious and jealous of others' wealth going to make you more wealthy? It won't. Those people will sense your judgment and not want to work with you or do business with you. People can sense when others harbor bad feelings and bad thoughts about them. We are wired as humans to feel. Compare yourself to yourself a year ago. That is where true growth comes from. If you're walking around the earth feeling bad about yourself because you didn't get the stock options that such and such got, which netted him millions, you're sending that energy into the world regarding money. Bad feelings do not attract abundance. It's the law of the universe. Be happy for others' success. That feeling will bring you more positive outcomes than negative ones. 7. Know your worth. No one is going to value you more than you value yourself. The most important relationship you have is with yourself. Your value is determined by you. How do you value yourself? What is your time worth? If you get paid more to create content, then you need to stick to creating content. Outsource anything that someone could do for you that is less than your hourly rate. If you can outsource something or not do something for less than your hourly rate, outsource it or don't do it. If you can hire someone to do it for less than your hourly rate, hire them. 8. Start a business that feels like play. If you are spending your hours doing what you love, you can market it. Because of the internet, more and more people can work for themselves. You don't need permission. Create something, sell it. Find your voice. Each of us is unique and, thus, has something unique to offer. What have you always wanted to try or create but were scared to? When you love doing something, that is a sign you are on the right path to your purpose. I love to write. Now I make money from writing. Figure out what you're good at, and start helping people with that skill. Eventually, you will be able to charge for it and start a business around that thing, even if you sell it through a website you create in 30 minutes and send it to everyone you know. You attract what you project. 9. Invest in assets. Here is what I consider assets: real estate, crypto, stocks, bonds, and gold. Good investors do their homework. They don't ask others for buy signals because if you're going to be a good investor, you have to have your own conviction. After all, you have to know when to sell. If you ask me what stock to buy, are you going to call me every day and ask me when to sell? No. You have to understand it yourself fundamentally. This means reading up on the company, or crypto, and its prospectus. Look at key statistics such as revenue, market cap, earnings, and cash flow over the past several years. Assets like real estate, a passive income generating business, a subscription-based model you sell online, a piece of content you create that sells online while you sleep, and investments create wealth. 10. Don't complain. Complaining about your financial situation will do nothing to improve your financial situation. I believe it will make it worse. If you are in a constant state of worry and anxiety, that will paralyze you. Worry and anxiety affect problem-solving and rational thought. When we complain, we become ineffective and short-circuit our best ideas. Act to create a better financial life. Instead of complaining, make a plan to change things. What you resist persists. Use the energy you're putting into worrying into making a plan to increase cash flow. Can you write? Can you blog? Do you have a product in mind you like to sell? Because of the internet, there is no better time to sell your ideas. 11. Optimize for the long term and not the short term. While it may be painful in the short term to put 20% of your take-home into a retirement account, your future self will thank you. Far too many people don't give thought to their future selves. They can't imagine themselves old and wanting to retire. When I say retire, I mean having so much money saved, you can do what you want all day. You've created a way to have passive income, through a solid IRA account, a product, or an automated online business, without lifting a finger that covers your burn rate. That is what I'm working toward. There are many ways to make passive income, especially as a content creator. Anything you are good at, teach. Write an online course. Come up with a product. Start a blog. Rent out your property, a guest house, a condo. At the same time, you are developing your passive income stream. Invest. Happy wealth creation.